Behind me you can hear the sound from Gaza right now, today, as the brave Palestinian rescue teams are trying to recover little Tyleen, who was buried in her home when the Israelis bombed the house or the shelter. Her mother, unfortunately, was killed, but Tyleen was rescued. One of the more than 70,000 injured now. The rescue people digging in the rubble of the house, bombarded by the Israeli occupation forces. And they managed to find her and to retrieve her. And of course, she is crying for her mother. This is the sound of Gaza right now, with the ongoing continuous killing of Palestinian civilians, going on and going on. And you see her hair being recovered.
الله أكبر ولله الحمد. هات لي شريطة. قول هات شاش. خذوا هيك. خذوا هين. بخير أنت يا عمو. نمشي على نجهة. مامنا وين؟ مين اللي عمل فيك هيك؟ اليهود. اعملي لهم علامة النصر. اعملي لهم علامة النصر.
The bravest of the brave. They save her alive. She goes to a local hospital, one of the few still operating in Gaza, to have her wounds tended to. This is the situation as we are speaking. The number of killed has surpassed probably 100,000. The number of wounded, more than 70,000. This goes on as Biden has still not managed to stop the supply of the bombs that are causing these injuries, this devastation, this killing, this massacre, this genocide. She lost her mother. Nobody is held accountable. And as we are speaking, the Western leaders are complicit. They're sitting idle with their hands in their lap, trying to make some cosmetic impressions on the Israeli occupation forces. I just received a message from a Palestinian, a friend, who said, the situation in Gaza is so bad as the new starvation has received little attention. For 5 consecutive days, Israel has not allowed any food to enter the Gaza Strip, including airdrops. So both Rafah and Khmer Shalom has been closed for 5 days. It was only a trickle of humanitarian supplies coming in. Now there is nothing, and there is nobody getting out, including all the thousands of badly injured who needs to have life-saving and reconstructive medical support outside Gaza, because the Israeli occupation army has diminished, destroyed, and eradicated the healthcare system in Gaza. He continues, starvation is affecting the area from Rafah in the south to Beit Lahia in the north. That's all of the Gaza Strip. My family informed me today that food supplies have vanished as approximately 1 million people have been forced to leave Rafah towards the mid-area. For God knows which time are they forcefully displaced. They're not evacuated. They're forcefully displaced as part of the collective punishment, which is strictly illegal according to international law. People are dying by Israeli bombing, starvation, lack of medicine, and inadequate healthcare. Enough is enough. This is the Palestinian voice. And Biden has still not been able to completely stop the supply of money and weapons to Israel. Nor has the EU governments, or the UK, or the Scandinavian governments, including my own, been able to do anything of the sorts that they did against Russia when the invasion of Ukraine took place. Within weeks, there were sanctions, blockade, embargo, full stop in all weapon supplies. But with Israel, the support, the back-padding, and the supplies of arms and money keeps going on in this deadly genocide that takes place in front of our eyes as we are speaking. We must do more. We must step up or actions or demonstrations or blockades and demand sanctions, weapon embargo, and we must demand an international peacekeeping force to shelter, to secure, and to protect the Palestinian healthcare in Gaza and the civilians under UN leadership, if ever possible. But most of all, we must learn from the students' intifada, starting at Colombia and spreading worldwide, also here in Scandinavia. Learn from the students, take more action, support the students. We have to stop this genocide now. شكرا كثير.